snow has turned to water. Christmas days have come and gone. Broken toys and faded colors, all that's left to linger on. I hate graveyards and old pawn shops, for they always bring me tears. Can't forget the way they robbed me of my childhood souvenirs. Memories, they can't be bought, they can't be won at carnivals for free. Took me years to get these souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. Broken hearts and dirty windows make life difficult to see. That's why last night and this morning they all look the same to me. I hate reading old love letters, for they always bring me tears. Can't forget the way they robbed me of my sweetheart souvenirs. Memories, they can't be bought, they can't be won at carnivals for free. Took me years to get these souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. Hello everyone, welcome. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Little song from John Prine. Unfortunately, he passed away this year, but his songs live on. Thank you, Vernus, Kamala. So here we are. It's Moin Day and the holiday. It's the holiday. We're heading towards the new year. So we better start doing some breathing. This is the top of the show where we breathe. And we're going to do 3 breaths, in through the nose, out through the toes. There's the first one. Hold it. I see Jose is here partaking. Let it go. All right. It is, we're heading towards the end of 2020, thank God. Don't know what lies ahead, but we're going to have to take a look at it. This is as good a place as any. In through the nose, out through the toes. Today we're going to investigate, looking towards the future. Let it go. One more time. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. I'm glad you're all here because we're going to have to get our collective consciousness kind of in gear here. I'm providing some real entertainment this week. On Wednesday, I'm going to have Aaron Grooves, who is, if you don't know who he is, he is a YouTube phenomenon, but he's also a super talented person. He tap dances, he plays the marimba, he plays the ukulele, he does all this stuff. I can't even describe it. I'm going to show you a little bit on the show today at the dance party at the end, and you'll be blown away. But then we're going to bring him on the show live on Wednesday. So he's going to be here live, and we're going to be doing some crazy stuff. Today, let's get into this. First, well, let's do one more breath, because I need one more breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. First thing I want to show you is this is my Christmas present from Jeff Lohman, a friend of mine who lives in Thailand. These are hermit crabs. I don't know. They're fast motion hermit crabs. I don't know. Is this a Christmas present? He knows that I love creatures. I love animals. We love that on the show. So this is our, lunch therapy Christmas present from Jeff Lohman. Next thing I wanted to say is Dave McNary passed away, and I just want to acknowledge that. Dave McNary was this incredible person who wrote for Variety, and he also, for comedians, he had a show at the Ice House every Sunday night, and it was the kind of thing where if you were getting your start as a comedian in Los Angeles and you wanted to get up on stage and really do it in a club that has some history, Dave could provide that for you. And he was also one of those people that was just happy all the time. At least every time I saw him, he was super warm and friendly and encouraging. And he did this great credit card bit at the end that I wish I could show on the show. I might have some video of it. I don't know. But anyway, I just want to acknowledge Dave McNary. He passed away of a stroke just suddenly. Great guy. But now I've got some breaking news. Breaking news. Yep, it's coming in. Here it is. First thing, you might know this already, but last night in Los Angeles, it rained. Yeah, after I don't know how long it's been and all the fires and all the horrible stuff that's been going on, finally we get some rain. This is Camilo Lopez took this video last night. You can see the lightning. For us, this is like a big deal. It's a big deal after all this time. I think, luckily I had gotten my friend Vince to shore up my roof. So we've got, it's not a complete disaster like it could be. I mean, because, kind of low on the priorities, the roof leaks. Hey, Trish King, great to see you here, Trish King. Trish King Music. She has a YouTube channel where she plays songs all the way from Maine. Subscribe to her, catch her sometime if you can. But here's the other breaking news. Look at that. That's some rain. It's coming down hard. Hey, Trish. Good to see you. So, Jetpack Man. I don't know if any of you know about this, but everybody's been sending me this because I love the rain. I love the rain too from Seattle. Doesn't generally rain that hard in Seattle, just kind of always. And so when it rains, I get kind of happy. Okay, Jetpack. So last September, we had Nelson Tyler on the show, who is the inventor of the jetpack. The way it started for me was I was talking to somebody 2 weeks ago, and they were, I wanted to ask you about this. It was doing an interview on my show just like this, and he said, there are jetpacks. Somebody spotted one near LA Airport. Have you heard this story? Yes, so apparently near LAX at 3,000 feet, this plane was flying and somebody flew by in a jetpack, and there's actually, I'll play it here. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's audio of the pilots.
Winter 962, and we just saw the guy pass by us jetpack. JetBlue 23, use caution. Person in a jetpack reported 300 yards south of the LA final at about 3,000 feet, 10-mile final.
What do you think that was? Do you think that there was somebody in a jetpack out by LAX at 3,000 feet?
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is. I'd love to talk to the pilots to see what to try to quiz them,
Yeah, what did he actually see?
What they really see. I thought sure the FAA would be calling me, and I know the FAA guys, of course, because the stuff we build for camera mounts and SWAT teams is all FAA approved.
Yeah.
Nobody's called. That afternoon, 3 different news people showed up at our gate out there with their truck. And I wouldn't go out. I didn't want to get involved with this, after getting David's phone number, and I think...
Okay, so there are very, very few people with jetpacks out there. And this, Nelson Tyler's the inventor of the personal jetpack. And he is... he's an extraordinary person. And if you go back and look at that interview with him in September, you can learn a lot about how these jetpacks came about. But the thing is, they don't fly at 3,000 feet. They don't fly that high up in the air. Or they can, but it's just super dangerous. It's a super dangerous thing. So usually they fly as kind of low or maybe over some water. But there are reports that somebody was up in a jetpack super high up, so high that the jets at LAX were seeing him. And now, or her, perhaps, here now they've got actual footage. So over the holiday here, this was spotted. So this is the footage. This is from Sling Pilot Academy. And does he really exist? So there he is. It's kind of a tiny, tiny little dot, but you can see this person flying. I don't know if it's real. I don't think it's real. I think that, first of all, that person is suicidal if they're up that high. But second of all, I'm thinking maybe it's like a drone with like a little G.I. Joe on it. It's hard to tell right here, but I don't know. There's Nelson Tyler. He's got the jetpack, and there's very, very few people with jetpacks. Very, very few people. Anyway, maybe people in the chat room can tell me if they think it's true. I don't know. But now we're moving on because I want to show you some stuff here. I've got a mission, and the mission is I'm very into artificial intelligence. Let's see, Paige is here. Paige. Twitch was twitchy. Yeah, sometimes Twitch gets all twitchy. So I'm really into artificial intelligence. This is a train, by the way. I love trains, but I'm really into the idea of artificial intelligence and where we're going with that and how we can properly use artificial intelligence to help us as humans progress our human needs and coexist with this artificial intelligence and not become completely obsolete. So I've been looking at, one of the things that I want to do is I want to have artificial intelligence write a show for me, or write at least a segment of a show. And because it's the holidays, I wanted to show you this. This is an artificial intelligence written Christmas song coming up. And I hope that the musicians in the audience will not be threatened by this, because it's, it's pretty good. Oh, this is not it. Here it is. Neural Network sings Jingle Bells. So far, so good. So here's the AI. I don't feel a warm sound festival. Does AI have something to do with getting lucky? Yes. Yes. The name of the show, thank you for keeping me on task, Paige. The name of the show is How Do I Get Lucky? And we're going to get on to that. Here's just one other take from this. This is a guy that I found on Reddit. He had taken the lyrics to Jingle Bells and various Christmas songs and put them into an AI. This is the product of arrangement. What the heck? Kill Santa. All right. So the reviews are in. Not so great. Now I want to address the how can I get lucky. We're going to have a segment in the show where we're all going to collectively look at how we totally screwed up 2020. Because if we're responsible for what's going on in the world, if we have any control over what's going on in the world, we majorly screwed up in 2020. So how can we possibly imagine 2021 in a better way than we imagined 2020? Can we see the train again? I just want to show you a couple more things. This is a beaver. Let's get back to this. Let's get back. This is a beaver meeting another beaver. And I'm going to show it to you, but I just want to, since we're talking about this topic, I want to get in this room and I want to get down on this thing. How can we get lucky? I feel very threatened. Trish is threatened. I know. We're all so threatened by AI but you know, it's just a start. So we don't want to make fun of it because eventually they might take us over. So we all make New Year's resolutions, or we make wishes on New Year's, and we say, I wish that this will happen to me in 2020. And we think, or the standard philosophical thought is that our thoughts manifest into the world and create the world. And maybe we have some control. Maybe we think we're some kind of being that has control over the world. Is this an illusion or is this a reality? I don't know. It's been kind of tested in the last year, 2020. It's been kind of, shaken to its core because it feels like we have no control. But I remember in the earthquake in Los Angeles, there was a huge earthquake, the Northridge earthquake. And I had this friend who was in his house and the whole house was shaking and he couldn't open his door and the whole house felt like the whole house was going to come down. And he got a phone call from his friend. He answered the phone and his friend said, how does it feel to be totally out of control? And that's, maybe how a lot of us felt this year is we're totally out of control. So what did we do? What did we do? If we take some responsibility, what did we do to make this happen? And so I've got here the top 11 New Year's wishes that screwed up 2020. Number one, let's see what they are. I mean, this is a survey that I took very, very meticulously. It was a survey of one, and I surveyed myself, and this is what I came up with. Maybe you can come up with some in the chat room yourself. There's a good one for next year. We could all go to Bali. Bali. Holidays next year. Bali 2021. Okay, there's one. There's a good wish for 2020. Oh, I went to number one. You can't go to number one. Go to number 11. Number 11. At the beginning of the year, there were a lot of people that said, hey, I don't want to wear pants. See how that worked out. Number 10. I want to work from home. This was something that we would always complain about at work. We'd be like, why can't we work from home? Why can't we work from home? I don't understand it. I wish there was some way we could work from home. So we wish that. Careful what you wish for. Number 9, I don't want to be stuck in traffic. That was something that, people were complaining about. Oh, they've got this long commute. They're stuck in traffic. They got to listen to audiobooks. I wish I wouldn't be stuck in traffic. Number 8, I want the government to pay me for a change. I want to stop paying the government. I want the government to pay me. How'd that work out? Trish, I'm trying very hard to behave here. Thanks, Paige. Appreciate that. The people that don't want to wear pants are always blamed for everything. It's true. It's true. I blame the people that don't want to wear pants. The pajama wearers. Number 7. I want to settle down and stop whoring around. How'd that work out, right? That did not work out. Number 6. I want the Dodgers to win the World Series. I don't care how it happens. I want it. I want them to win the World Series. And they did. Similarly, I want the Lakers to win the championship. They did, but at what cost? At what cost? Who says they want to stop whoring around? I don't know. Number 5, somebody said, people make me sick. They just said it. It was a statement. They didn't even say, I wish. Somebody out there, and maybe a lot of people, at the beginning at the end of 2019 said, "People make me sick." And then it happened. Damn, number 7. I know. Number 7 was a big one. So maybe, people have to like not worry about the whoring around. Number 4, I want to make my own bread. Somebody out there said, I think it was a lot of people. And it wasn't me, because I didn't make any bread. I didn't make any bread the whole time. I made nothing. I made no meals, nothing. I want to start. Anyone need to get lucky? Well, okay, I don't know how this relates to how you can get lucky, but luck is generally, well, what do they say? Preparation meets opportunity. Preparation meets opportunity. So this is the preparation. We are going to prepare for 2021 by envisioning specifically what we want it to look like, and not be general, like I want to stop whoring around and settle down. Not be general, like I don't want to be stuck in traffic. We want specifics and how it's going to happen. It's like the story of the monkey's paw. I don't know if you ever read that one, but it's a horrifying story. I'm not going to repeat it here. I want to see Joel every day. Somebody said that. Somebody said, I want to see Joel every day. And you got lunch therapy, which is, maybe we ought to postulate, well, I don't know what they call it. Come up with a wish for more lunch therapy for sure. I want to learn about technology. Somebody out there said, hey, I want to learn about technology. I want to spend some time learning about technology. See? Number 2, I want to spend time with my family. I want to spend more time with my family. That's the thing that people always say when they quit a job, or, when they retire or whatever they want. I want to spend more time with my family. A lot of people said that in 2019 as the new year approached. This is a crucial, you know what? I don't think I have been emphatic about this enough. This is a very crucial week. And that's why we were going through this, and we were looking at our mistakes, and we were going to change things. That was a good wish, Ganell. That was. I want to see more of Joel Marshall. That one is still on the table. We still want that. See more of Joel Marshall. That's for sure. I want to see a really bad Wonder Woman remake for Christmas. Somebody said that, for sure, at the end of 2019. I haven't seen it, but Greg Wardela posted, one of our viewers posted that he wants the 2 hours back. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I'm not being critical. And number 10, which I've already shown, the drum roll, please. Let's do that a little better here. Drum roll, please. Number 10. I want Trump to fail miserably and painfully. Somebody out there wished for that. And look what they got. Look what it took for their stupid little wish. 2.5 hours. Oh my God, that's super long. So Neil apparently watched the Wonder Woman remake. So there you are. There's the top 11 New Year's wishes that screwed up 2020. So be careful this week. So this week, I'm going to do you the favor. Wednesday, I'm going to bring on Aaron Grooves, who is I can't even describe this person, but he is an aspirational God, I guess. He's somebody that I aspire to be more like when I look at 2021 and say, this is what I want to be like. Correct on all accounts. The collective we put that out in the universe, and it all happened. You see? So let's be a little bit more careful, people, this year. Well, how come he didn't die? He's going to fail miserably. Wouldn't that be it? No, he failed miserably and painfully. It doesn't say anything about dying. See, if you want, you got to be more specific, I guess. You got to be more specific. Anyway, so moving on from that, there's more. There's more to the show today, and I got to get to it. Okay. I'm hanging on to the holidays a little bit. Hanging on. I know Christmas is over, but I like not wearing masks. Guignol, you know, is not a person you want to go to for fashion tips. This is I showed this last Friday, but it was Christmas, and I wanted to show this again for people. This is just Christmas time at our house, and basically I'm showing you this because of our cat, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown he's a very, when I say inspirational or aspirational, I aspire to be this relaxed. I aspire to be similar to Charlie Brown in my ways. The only thing about Charlie Brown, though, and about cats, and I love cats. I'm a huge cat fan. Many of you know I am a cat man. I'm from Kathmandu. I'm a cat man. And the thing is, cats are selfish. They are. I mean, I don't generally like to use the word selfish, but cats are selfish. And you know why I know this? I know this because Charlie Brown he always asks me to pet him. He's always talking, so, will you please pet me? Will you please pet me? He even says my name, Joel. And I give. He just woke him up. I pet the cat all the time. He always wants to sit in my lap. I'm working sometimes, and he needs me that much, and I reciprocate. I help him by petting him, and he loves it. But never once has he petted me. Maybe I would like that. Maybe I would like him to run his claws through my hair or something. The closest that he gets is he does that thing that cats do where they just start kneading your belly, your fat. And that's not good. Nobody likes that. I mean, what if your friend came up and was like, "Hey, how's it going?" and started, kneading your flesh. Doesn't feel good, it's not something I would ask for. Plus, he does it with his nails, so then, there's a lot of scarring. It's dangerous. He sometimes will try to feed me. He'll get like a dead bird and he'll bring it in and just, throw it down and try and feed me. But that's, not really taking me into consideration. I'm feeling like I'm sort of a slave to these animals now. And the more that we've been in lockdown, the more I have had to, it feels like my job is expanding. It used to be that I just fed them once a day or maybe twice a day, but now it seems like it's an all-day affair, and they keep scheduling things for me to do. And it's making me a little bit nuts. I feel like I live in a zoo because now it's extended out. Not only do I take care of the cats, but now the raccoons. Yeah, I actually feed my raccoons in the yard. And you're like, "Joel, why do you do that?" Because that's just going to make more raccoons. But they're holding me hostage. They're like mafia. And I don't know whether I'm dependent. I'm one of these people that is a I don't know, interdependent or whatever you call that. I don't know what that word is. But I if I don't feed them, they're like, "Oh, you're not going to feed us, huh? We're going to go up on the roof here and start looking for our own food." I don't know why they talk like that, but that's the way the raccoons. Maybe they're Cockney or something. "Oh, you're not going to feed us? Oh, we're going to have to find it on our own." And then they go up there and they just start ripping up tiles and throwing them down from the roof. And I can't have that. I mean, it's starting to rain. I can't have the raccoons up there just throwing stuff, or they start ripping up our grass. Start looking for grubs under there. So I don't know. I really don't have much of a choice. I mean, so I've been feeding them just cheap cat food, and I take it out there and I feed the raccoons, and they eat so much. But the problem is the cats. then they like that cheap cat food better. That's like the Lucky Charms of cat food, or the McDonald's of cat food. And I'm like, I can't feed I spend all this time and money feeding my cats the right things, and then they're going to eat the cheap stuff, right? Let's see. I think the raccoons are from East LA. They could be. Leaving your Christmas tree up. Gnell leaves his Christmas tree up all the time. I'm just looking at the chats here. I don't know what's happening here. But yeah, so I feel like I'm being manipulated by these animals, and I don't really know what to do about it. Maybe somebody has some suggestions, because now it's extending out to the squirrels, and now, it's the word's getting out in the neighborhood, and pretty soon it's going to be a full-time job. And then I'll be worried about what I'm feeding. Like, my wife says, hey, let's feed them this piece of pizza, this old piece of pizza. We could feed it to the crows. And I'm like, you can't feed pizza. You can't feed that junk to these animals. They'll get sick. It's just not right. But then I eat it. So why don't, I don't know. Animals are selfish. That's all I have to say about animals. Okay, so moving on. Are you still feeding the hummingbirds? That's the thing, is I'm a terrible hummingbird feeder. I am the worst. Even though I'm a member of the cult of the hummingbirds, I have been super remiss in filling my hummingbird feeder. Soon they are going to start. I think they're going to start doing something to damage my house, because that's the way you get at me, is you start damaging things, and I'm like, okay, whatever you say. And you got to attack my codependent nature. That's what I was trying to say before. Codependent. I'm codependent to the animals. I need their emotional respect. I need them, and I don't hurt animals, of course. As you all know, I'm not an animal. I'm an animal lover. And they're taking advantage of it. They're totally taking advantage of it. All right, so let's get on to the dance party, because now I've run out of time. I've got the hermit crabs in the background again, because, the world needs more hermit crabs, right? I had some great animal stuff for you today, but I guess I got all into the whole cat thing. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's Moin Day, and it's the holidays, and we have got to, this week, really get our heads right, really get our minds straight. So I've got Aaron Grooves on Wednesday, and on Friday I have got an Indian guru who is going to come on, and he is going to help us with a meditation for the future. And maybe this next year will be better if we really focus, people. We got to really focus. We got to get all the animals to focus. Everybody's got to get their head on straight. We got to get the cats to start petting people, the dogs to start licking frogs. I don't know the end of that one. Okay, so I promised you at the end of the show I was going to play Aaron Grooves. Aaron Grooves is like I said, a phenomenon. Let's get him on here. Aaron Grooves. This is Aaron. He's got a looper. I don't know if y'all know what a looper is, but a looper is like a thing that loops a sound over and over again. Musicians these days are using these things like crazy, as many of you know. And so he's doing it, but he's doing it with tap dance and a ukulele and whatever else he can do, which is it's phenomenal. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Grooves. So those pedals down there, they loop the sound. That's a good question. So excited for when he's on the show on Wednesday. This is going to be the second tap dancer in 2 weeks. Besides me and Molva. Molva sent me, one of our viewers, sent me some tap dance stuff. She got a tap dance shoes back on. I got to tell Kyle about it for sure. Kyle, who we had on the show about a month ago. These are people that blow me away because the talent is just extraordinary, and the ease at which he does this stuff, with the seeming ease, comes from a lot of practice, I think. There you go. There he is, Aaron Grooves. Yeah, he's got a channel, he's got all that stuff, but we're going to talk to him on Wednesday about that. Thanks everybody for being here. This has been Lunch Therapy. See you on Wednesday.